It's not Christianity, it's fascism, and it has nothing to do with American democracy. But Donald Trump is conflating Christianity with fascism and packaging it as a patriotic thing to do. There's nothing more dangerous to American democracy today than Donald Trump's brand of Christofascism. He started out with holding the Bible upside down during a George Floyd protests. Then, with the recent introduction of of his Bible, uh, Donald Trump's Bible, with the Constitution being part of it, that was that was blasphemous, not just from a Christian point of view, but also from a secular point of view. He is putting these two documents together, and he's over and over trying to conflate Christianity with the secular form of government that we have in the United States. In the latest propaganda machine output is the propaganda that President Joe Biden intentionally put Trans Day of Visibility on Easter weekend. Nothing could be less true. Trans Day of Visibility is always on the last day of March, and the fact that Easter fell on the last weekend of March is coincidence. Also, religious symbols were not allowed at Easter hunts before as well, not just for President Biden, but for other presidents. However, Donald Trump and his machine have picked up these false notions of comparing Joe Biden with something that is antithetical to Christianity. Well, nothing could be further from the truth because President Biden quietly goes to church and is a deeply, deeply spiritual man that nobody talks about. But Donald Trump has not read even one verse of the Bible or the Constitution, but he has no problems whatsoever claiming to be the Messiah. He has no problems conflating our secular document, which is the Constitution that gives us our form of government. It gives us the freedoms and liberties that are vested upon us by the Bill of Rights. Has nothing whatsoever to do with religion. In fact, the First Amendment's first statement is about religious freedom, about how the government will not make any laws that would encumber the free exercise of religion. If you put the Christian book with this document that expressly says that it is separate from what the teachings are of religions, then you are putting one religion over the other, which is an express mandate against how our Constitution is written. Then you come to the religious side of it. Christofascism is not Christianity. Fascism is about authoritarianism. Fascism is about extreme measures. It is about cutting down the rights of individuals. It's about consolidating power in an authoritarian state that does not give any leeway to individual liberties. And Christianity is the opposite of that. Christianity is about kindness and compassion and humility. And when I say Christianity, I mean the teachings of Christ. The teachings of Christ are kindness, forgiveness, compassion, healing, togetherness, community. And Donald Trump tries to break down community. Donald Trump has not a humble bone in his body. Donald Trump lies out of his mouth more times than he speaks the truth. So, no matter how much they try to put Donald Trump in the same box as Jesus Christ, I want you, as an American, to go back and read the Gospels. Read the books where the word of Jesus Christ is written and live by those and reject Donald Trump's brand of dangerous fascism, where he claims that everybody's coming after him because he's trying to do the right thing. Whereas the truth is that he is a criminal defendant many times over who lies and who continues to divide Americans now on the basis of religion and any other factor that he can find. So don't give him that leeway. Don't give him that support. If you are a Christian, you should be offended that he has put Christianity with government. If you are a secularist and an atheist, you should be livid that Donald Trump put the Bible with the Constitution. You should be upset about it to the point of not voting for Donald Trump or any entity, which is now the MAGA party, that espouses to make America a Christofascist state with no basis in fact, with no individual rights, but by mandate and by authoritarian force. You don't want that in the United States. We have our founding fathers separated and fought a war, wrote a constitution and a Bill of Rights to separate it from Britain, to separate it from the church. But here we are, 246 years later, with forces against our democracy trying their best to tear down a secular form of government and build in its place an authoritarian government with a thin veil of Christianity. Nothing is more sinful, nothing is more blasphemous than that. And if you're a Christian, you should start understanding that now. And if you're a secularist, then you have known this for quite some time. I urge every American to rise up and vote against Donald Trump and his group of anti-democratic seditionists and subversionists who will do anything to grab onto power, including manipulating faith to get your vote. Don't let them steal your vote. Don't let them steal it. With that said, thank you so much. Take care.